Everyone has heard of and knows the meaning of Snafu. Do you know that it is an acronym for Situation Normal All Fouled Up? That is the clean version. I try to keep my videos G-rated, but you can substitute a more salty word for fouled and you get the more commonly used language for the acronym. You know what I mean. In this video, we'll explore the origin of the word snafu and how it undoubtedly saved numerous lives during World War II. Stick around until the end of the video and learn about the famous writer and voice of the Private Snafu videos. Anyone who served in the armed forces long enough ago has probably seen some of the old training films and knows for a fact that they were better at putting the troops to sleep than they were at training them. That was definitely the case during World War II.
You take that rifle I give you. It's a honey. It's a killer. If you use it right and treat it right, you've got the best friend a soldier can have. But if you don't know how to handle it, or if you start kicking it around, it's going to let you down just when you need it plenty. I'll take this blindfold business. I used to think that was kid stuff, like riding a bike with no hands. I found out you gotta know how to fall with a rifle. You gotta know how to lay it down right to keep it clean.
During World War II, military leadership became very concerned that too many soldiers were being killed not by enemy combatants, but by easily avoidable accidents. Over 10,000 airmen were killed during non-war related crashes. Friendly fire was killing hundreds of Marines and Army soldiers every month. There were many other areas of concern, including frostbite, trench foot, venereal disease, as well as security issues caused by GIs simply talking too much. That's where the term "loose lips sinks ships" came from. The head of the 1st U.S. Army Motion Picture Unit was charged with making training films that would address these critical issues in a way that would inspire the soldiers to act more wisely and safely. A member of his staff, Captain Theodore Geisel, suggested that a good way to accomplish that goal was to use cartoons as a way of getting the average GI's attention and inspiring him to follow through on the behavior suggested by the cartoon. Thus was born the series of World War II cartoon training films starring a not-so-bright soldier named Private Snafu. The films were irreverent and quite risque for 1940s standards, featuring cursing, bare-bottomed GIs, and scantily clad and even semi-nude women. The producers knew their audience and how to get their attention. In several of the films, Private Snafu suffers the most extreme consequences of his actions, death. The purpose of the cartoons was to demonstrate to the troops how devastating a bad decision could be. Following is one of the short episodes called Booby Traps.
Has fled, abandoning the area. As our forces move up, they must exercise great care. Every object is a possible booby trap. Some booby traps are more alluring and ingenious than others. If you are a boob, you will be trapped.
Wish the hell you'd shut up. I ain't no boob and I won't be trapped. I wonder, could this be one of them there booby traps? Could be. Boy! A piano! The hell with it. I never could get that last note anywho. Boy! Tobacco! You know, I ain't had a good smoke in years. Hiya, Toots. What cooks? Something new has been added. Booby traps. Safe at last. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, at least up here, I don't have to worry about no booby traps.
And now a little more about the all-star team that produced the Private Snafu films. The major in charge of the Army Film Unit was none other than the famous movie producer and director Frank Capra. The captain that convinced Mr. Capra to use cartoons for the training films is the author that sold more books, 600 million, than any other author in history. That captain's name is Theodore Giselle, better known by his pen name, Dr. Zeus. He also wrote many of the Private Snafu episodes. And finally, the voice of Private Snafu, Mel Blanc, was also the voice of another famed cartoon character, Bugs Bunny. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, make a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. As always, thanks for watching.